Oh, it was nasty. That's why tonight he is my PSL player of the day. Let's watch for him. Okay, welcome back to Prime Stat Lab. What if the board isn't wrong and you're just reading it wrong? Because tonight's slate is all about understanding the difference between a superstar ceiling, a distribution fade, and a roll expansion over. Three different structures. One is built on a nuclear upside, and one is built on opportunity growth. If you treat these the same, you're reading the board wrong. Now, before we dive into the first play, you need to understand something important. The average is the trap tonight. Most people miss this part, but we're looking at three plays that require completely different logic to cash. If you like this type of breakdown at any point, hit the like, subscribe button, and drop your favorite play. Let's break it down. Victor Wembanyama, the man, the beast. This is not a floor-based over. This is a ceiling volatility superstar play. Wemby needs 44 points, rebounds, and assists. And I'll tell you, the line is really sitting at the under. I'm choosing the over tonight. And structurally, the long-term numbers actually sit below the line. Season average is 39. Season median is 39. That matters immediately, but this is not a statistical cushion over. This is an upside environment bet. Now, look at the recent outcomes. 9, 49, 27, 68, 44. The distribution explains everything. But hold that. I'll explain why that matters more than you think in a moment. And I'm talking about the 68 specifically. Now, if you're going to build this lip, PrizePicks, BETR, NOVIG, they're all in the stand store below. Shane Gilgeous Alexander. Now, this is the exact opposite structure. This is an inflation fade under. Shea needs 35 combined points and rebounds to beat us. Last 5, 4 or 5 to the under. Average is 29.8, median is 27. That is a massive gap below the market line. And why is that key? The rebounds are unstable. Most people miss that, but because this prop combines categories, if the rebounds stay average, Shea basically needs an elite scoring game to clear. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The matchup against San Antonio looks good on paper, and that's exactly why the line is inflated. We'll come back to that. Once again, build these slips, PrizePicks, BETR, NOVIG. All right, player of tonight is Stephon Castle. You say Steven, Stephon, we know who we're talking about. The guy that dunked on Harkenstein. Sorry, Harkenstein, no disrespect. Now, this is a completely different type of over. This is a role expansion projection play, not a historical trend, not a pure matchup, a usage growth over. Castle needs 33 points, rebounds, and assists. Now, the season-long data actually look bearish. Season average and median are both under 30. Normally, that would not support an over, but the next part changes everything. Recent opportunity metrics are changing fast. Minutes climbing, shots volumes are climbing, potential assists climbing. That's a real story. Recent results 30, 27, 49, 34, 38. The ceiling games are appearing more often because the role is expanded. Vegas already reacted, moving the line from 31.5 to 32.5. That's market acknowledgement. Now, what are we missing? Defensive pressure from OKC is real, but structurally, the opportunity profile is clearing stronger than earlier season numbers suggest. So the play here is Stephen Castle over 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Once again, build your slips, come to the stand store below, choose PrizePicks, BETR, or NOVIG, and let's go. Now, let's go back to Victor Wembanyama and dive deep into him real quick. We said this is a ceiling volatility play. Here's why that matters when he erupts. Everything spikes, scoring, rebounds, assists. That's what separates him from normal stars. OKC will allow enough pace to support this. But here's the key nobody's talking about. The line sits above his statistical center. That makes this a tournament style over, not a stability play. If the environment unlocks him, 44 is light. Victor Wembanyama over 43.5 rebounds and assists. Now, let's go back to Shai Alexander. Admittedly, in these playoffs, he seemed like he's been off. I can't lie to you. But he still somehow gets it done, right? And it's kind of mysterious when you look at his numbers at the end of the day. But here we're talking about points and rebounds. I will say that again. Not points and assists, not points and steals, points and rebounds. And his rebounds have been low. We call this an inflation fade. The public sees a weak defense and a superstar and clicks over instantly. But recent distribution still trends below the line. That's the edge. This is where the board tricks people. San Antonio inflates public confidence, and Vegas knows it. Unless he has an efficiency eruption or overtime, the numbers lean under. Shade. I still in play, Victor Wembanyama, PRA over. Best inflation fade, SGA, points and rebounds under. Best role growth projection, Stephen Castle, PRA over. Don't treat them the same. If this breakdown helped you, hit the like button, subscribe, and drop your favorite play below. Stay disciplined, execute intelligently. Let's cash. And don't forget, down below right now, go. Just go. Even when I'm talking, go click on the stand store. Get my today's picks, right? Then get these apps, PrizePicks, BETR, NOVIG. Let's go.